Hi guys. Okay, for math today, Thursday, October, January 14th, we're doing which is heavier. So everybody should have this paper. And we're also going to do our journal page 27, which is heavier. So we're talking a lot about heavy and light, two different things. And we're hopefully going to start practicing. I'm going to get my scale from the classroom. We can measure some cubes and do some different weight comparisons. So let's go to which is heavier and get through this together. If you want to go ahead and do it on your own and send me a picture, that's fine too. If you want to follow along and get it done together and you can't make math meeting at 12 o'clock on Thursday, January 14th, we're going to do it together now. So make sure you put your name. And then all we're doing today is looking at this little picture of, they have a scale, and we're going to color the one that's heavier. So it looks like they have a hat and a bunny rabbit. Ooh, tricky one. What do we think might be heavier? Probably the bunny. So just take your crayon, and if you think about like a winter hat you put on your head, pretty much typically it can be light. Then the next one is a house and a snowflake. Right, the house is going to be heavier than a snowflake. That's kind of a easy one for you. A snowman or a coffee mug. Think of if you were holding the coffee mug, you can definitely hold it. A snowman outside, when it's packed on together, it's heavy. These are kind of hard to do when you're not getting to hold things or actually look at them in person, but this is just for an idea. A cat or a little bird? What do you think? Me too. I think the cat would be heavier. And then we have a birdhouse and a tall tree. Wow, birdhouses go in trees. So that makes me think this is supposed to be a real big tree out in my backyard that is definitely heavier. These are earmuffs and boots. When you get dressed to go out in the snow, which one seems heavier to put on? My boots are very heavy and clunky and take a long time to get on, and those are heavier. Mailbox or mittens? Mailbox is heavier. Mittens are usually pretty light and fabric, so they don't weigh very much. We don't want to have heavy hands weighing us down. And it looks like another pair of mittens and a snowflake again. Right. The mittens are heavier than a snowflake, so it's trying to compare something light like mittens even to a snowflake. Those are probably going to be heavier than a little tiny snowflake that could fall on our mitten or our head. All right, give yourself a star for that one. Right in the middle. And hopefully we're able to talk about it and say the snowman is heavier than a mug. The cat is heavier than the bird. Heavier. You're also going to be circling now, and then you can take a picture of this and send it to me. Which is heavier, a book or a pair of scissors? A little teddy bear or a real brown bear like the one we read in our book today? A balloon or a tennis ball? A piece of paper or a pen? A sneaker or one sock? Watermelon or a strawberry? Which one is heavier? On the back, draw 3 things or objects that are lighter than your chair. So that doesn't have a place on the paper. The back is something else for another day, because this is lesson 8 and that's lesson 11. So yes, stay with just this front page and draw 3 pictures that are lighter than your chair, either on a blank piece of paper or you can do it in your journal. I'm going to take out my reading journal and just go to the very next blank page, and I'm going to write today's date is 1/14/21, and we're doing math and 3 things that are lighter than my chair. 1, 2, 3. 3 things that are lighter. Well, my crayon is lighter than my chair, so I'm going to draw a crayon. What else is lighter than my chair? My shirt. You can draw anything that's at your house. I'm just giving you some examples. And what else is lighter? My Lighter than my chair. Probably my marker. Definitely. And you can look around the room too. You might find something more interesting than marker and crayon. Marker. Color that in. And I'm just going to write this down. 3 things that are lighter than my chair. Just so I remember. 1, 2 is labeling, 3 that I did my work. I labeled it, I said what I was working on, and I put the date. So I did all 3 steps to my math work for today. All right, boys and girls, good job. I will see you soon.